Welcome to Just Being Adultish.
Yeah, hi guys, welcome back.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
welcome back. I don't know if you all enjoyed our last episode, and if there are topics you want us to talk about, feel free to drop it in the comment section, and yeah, we'll address it.
Yeah,
Or
so
we'll talk
there's a
about
topic
it.
me I want to talk about first before
Talk,
we
talk,
enter
talk, talk,
topic. The
talk.
main topic for today. The topic before the topic.
Yeah.
This country don't have hope. I used to think he had hope.
Uh,
Actually, I knew he did not have hope.
I I've been at that self denial.
No, I know say no get hope.
No,
I
of
still
course.
like him. Even with this thing I want to talk, I still like him. So this episode I was listening to Arise,
Yeah.
Arise TV, and they were having a debate on the new tax and all of those things.
Mhm.
And the specific conversation was how sex workers, US,
Uh,
Olosho,
uh,
Akuna,
are you expanding on it?
Asharamuta, they go they pay tax too.
Okay.
And before now, I actually didn't know that. How do I explain it? The source of the fund does not matter when it comes to tax. Technically, sure. Like when I mean source, I mean legal or illegal.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter when it comes to tax. As far as it's declared as an income,
Income.
you'll be taxed on it. I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know. I just found out today.
Okay.
But the main conversation they had was, okay, how is it going to work?
Okay.
Like particularly for the sex workers.
Yeah.
How is it going to work? Because one, that industry is very cash is a very cash based
Like-
industry for the streets. Now
Okay.
very cash
Yeah.
based.
True.
You know,
There's no way down to work.
eh,
Okay.
when you do your financial report, it don't make sense. You see that US, US. So for not for the high end escorts,
Okay.
for the street level, how is it going to work? And the guy was making some explanations that they were going to look at it, and I mean the whole talk did not make sense because
I know what you're
the guy one of the drawback that guy asked him was, if I receive money and I tell you it's a gift, which usually now so then they explain, all right, hey,
Yeah.
I just give her money, my friend, I just give her
Yeah.
money, that kind of talk.
Yeah.
And how do you know you can that's not an income?
It's not.
You get,
Yeah.
if the business is cash based too, again, you can't define it as an income in that case. Because if everybody tell you say na gift and give, just like where the high end ones do, if you just go one trip to Dubai, come back
Yeah.
with bags,
Technically, it's a gift.
na gift. So you saying one thing that you tax these people is very easy to say it, but how to go about it does not make any sense how it will work. And now, when the conversation started, I didn't know that part about if the source is illegal, it doesn't matter. So it seemed very funny to me when the guy was saying it. And then he now cited one, was it US versus Escobar? Something like that. It was
Okay.
an issue they had. Where I think, I'm not sure if it's Escobar, but I'll confirm later. Where he didn't want to pay tax or something like that. He was like, the money you people claim the money I'm making is illegal, or the money I'm making is illegal.
Okay.
It should not be taxed. Apparently, it doesn't matter. I even go do small research. Okay, if sorry, I'm ranting. If you don't pay the tax, say you thief 10 million, you don't pay tax of 2 point something million. Let's say, court can't find that say
You
thief the money. Can't tell you make a return.
Yeah.
You go return 10 million.
That which makes sense.
The tax you pay.
You
Government don't hold all this one we say, okay, the money they illegal.
Okay.
As a man, bring back the one we
That's actually a very good case. So like, because of course people that partook in the money should
yes,
the
but in
con-
this case it doesn't work that. The highest thing that can happen to you is you can file for there's a way they call it like a tax refund or something. Not a refund, but say, well, all these are legal things. Where if you file say the 10 million where you pay back now lost waiting kinikon. They'll come give you like a tax break ahead of the next tax cycle, but that money where you pay don't sound like that. Anyway, that's my rant for today. What's on the pipeline for?
What is on the pipeline is about male.
You don't need
Why
laugh.
they laugh?
You don't you never even talk. They just talk mail. You don't need laugh. That is the problem.
Email. Okay, so it's about male loneliness. Okay, the question is it really male loneliness or self sabotage?
Well, let's start from what's male loneliness.
Mm.
Man just the lonely, abi.
That's not loneliness now. That's being alone. Like it's
No,
different.
deep down you feel a sense of
It's just
emptiness.
it
Nah,
says
I just me day. Is that it?
I don't think so. Okay. I need to Google that.
I'm thinking
Male
that's what it is now. Like, hey,
like
I don't
what are
have
you
anybody to. I don't have anybody I can be vulnerable with.
okay.
I don't
Yeah,
have anybody
I think that's
here. Anybody
mainly
way I know say I got you. We really got me like that.
mm,
Even if he got me, but I don't know say they got me. And just me, just there on my own from my own POV.
mm.
I don't have. So that's it, Abi.
Yeah, I think that's the main
Mm.
issue on that, or that's the main
I mean,
conversation
I saw
around
a
it.
video too one time ago that talked about something like this also, and how it's on the rise. And I sort of agree. But my own before I
Mm,
get to the sabotage part, my own what I've not decided on is if it's something new or it's something we are just noticing a bit more of now.
mm,
Right? It's not like maybe men were not lonely before
mm,
and now they are lonely. Or is it that men have always been lonely?
yeah,
Whoever is at fault, that's a different conversation first.
okay,
But we're just noticing that okay, maybe because people are more outspoken on certain things,
okay.
or some people are talking about it, or we're paying more attention to certain things,
Mm.
right? Or maybe the negatives are too much now, then we're now noticing it. So that's the part I've not.
I don't think it's new. In
It's
my
not
own
new,
opinion, I
Abby.
don't think it's new. It's just the same way, it's the same thing as to how okay, an analogy of a lot of people use left hand, right? Yeah, all those kind of things. And then right now, you now start seeing the rise of
Left is.
left hand
Uh,
and a lot of things. I kind of feel like it's a general trend along as it's a general trend along many, will I call it, both industry and aspects of life, where
mm,
it's as if nothing is happening. A lot of times, some of these things are not issues.
okay, okay,
I
fair.
think one good example can just be that like women are complaining more now. It's not like
Mm,
they've never been complaining before. It's just that now there's a platform where
yeah.
people can be heard, and it's like okay, there's a lot of like mothers didn't used to complain when
Oh, okay.
nothing is new,
Okay. So it's
basically.
not like a new thing,
I
probably.
don't
It's
think it's a new
just
thing. It's just
because of maybe to more voices now, more
yeah,
issues, more people talking about
add,
stuff.
yeah,
We're
putting
paying
more
attention
attention
there.
into
What's
it
the
and
second
stuff.
part?
Or is it
Self
is there
sabotage.
really male
Okay.
loneliness or is it self sabotage
Mm.
and stuff?
I think there is, right? Although maybe one of the reasons could self sabotage ish could be among
Mm,
one of the reasons, right? But I think there's a um I think there has always been, we've already established that there has always been male loneliness
yeah.
to an extent in different cases. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
it has increased a little bit now, but it's always been there. So I think it's been there. The reasons could vary, right? The
Mm.
costs vary. Me, self, I feel follow be the cost. I no lie. When I think I just realize I feel be the cost. Yeah, I know. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Self, this is
Please
self
don't
realization. But I think again the causes could be plenty. For example, why man go dey cry? No, I just the talk that talk
that is the
wait
problem.
that the talk when they say
Okay.
oh the hair
Okay.
no person tell you me that's why I say I think I'm part of the problem because even as I dey talk am now while I'm sympathetic towards it if I hear why you dey cry I go
Okay.
still judge the reason why you dey cry it gats make sense why you dey cry.
That's the problem. That's why niggas are lonely.
No, I did for you. Me, I did for you. If my guy, he knows I did for you.
Okay, but okay. The question
Uh,
is, I think there are one question for me is like, which might be outside of this is like, okay, might not even be related to this.
no, ask. I
It's
will
just
judge.
the question is like, what is a man? But that's why I say it might not be related
In
to
the
this.
visual man street
How
now.
is it straight? Like, okay, how okay?
You want to
Define.
argue the visual man?
No, I'm just asking.
XY chromosome.
Oh, that's the perfect definition of a man.
Eh-heh.
If that's the okay, then that makes sense.
Yes, sir, that's if
No, like
Oh
that
yeah,
people,
no, that one now you're now going in depth. Who is masculine? Who is
eh,
this? Who
eh,
is a
let's not go to that part because
that,
that's more like
but the video of
defining what.
man these streets XY chromosome. But then these days now, if you identify as man, you qualify as man.
I think I would lean more towards science.
Yeah, so the XY chromosome. That's Let's go with what we know. XY
Yeah, at least to
chromosomes
the to
three.
the to
Yeah.
the to me to the basic level of what XY it can be more complex than that.
No,
I think
just this is like a
the most
basic.
basic the
Yeah.
most
I
basic
want
level.
to say person will get dick, but but that's not all encompassing.
Yes, yes,
So
definitely. So yeah, so that there's always been this trend about men should speak up. Men
mm.
should. So what I
No, no, man, if you speak up, oh. See, I don't get you, man. Speaking up, oh.
okay,
Speak up, man. I
yeah,
think that's part of what has caused the loneliness thing, right?
yeah, okay.
Um, first of all, I don't have an issue with men speaking up. Maybe the way you speak up could be an issue, right? Again, sometimes people go speak up, and you listen to what they talk about.
Mm.
Okay, for example, this is that clip where I send you. I'm sending one
Yeah,
TikTok clip.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't finish. I think I
What the
sorry.
clip is talking about is not the context of the entire conversation.
What was Click talking about?
Where the guy was talking about how after his wife gave birth and nobody
Okay,
cared
I
her.
didn't finish. I didn't finish.
Oh,
But I saw one of my friend on my status rant about
oh yeah,
almost the
yeah,
same
yeah.
thing. Was it the same
Yes,
conversation?
the same
Okay, okay,
conversation.
okay, okay, okay.
But the actual conversation, that guy is a brilliant guy.
Yeah.
Like I watched the full things, like about the 30 something minute video.
Mm,
He talked about his wife very well.
yeah.
But the clip you see
Yeah.
is that 40 seconds clip and that 40 seconds
Yeah.
is 40 seconds. I'm just saying, like out of 30 minutes,
Yeah.
that is reach. I don't say they reach 1 minute.
Yeah.
So what I was trying to say is that right, there are certain ways people would speak up on certain things. It passes the wrong message. One thing I've always told you about Andrew Tate is how he says what he says. For example,
Okay.
what he says is not necessarily an issue all the time, although sometimes they talk rubbish. But what he says is not something we disagree with. The issue again sometimes is how he says it. I don't get issue with men speaking up. If something pain you, talk. If you need help,
And my question
talk.
is, when we talk about speaking up, what exactly do we mean?
No, if something press you,
Who are you speaking up?
everybody now, man, woman, get boy. If something happen
Mm.
and you feel it, speak up.
I think my main question now is that why is that even a conversation? Why is that something that they have to like? What's the word? Like echo out, like okay, they have to repeat,
Because that's what we were taught before now, right? See, as a nigga, as a man, Baba, handle your business. We were taught before now that hey, being stoic about your emotions and shit is the way forward.
Yeah.
Me, I still like that idea. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I still like the idea, right? Being very calculative about your emotion. See, I've learned that men are very vulnerable. Like, see, man no get issue with expressing himself. The problem are who in the express himself.
I think they do though.
But from my own POV,
Mm.
like, see, I don't want to make that about women too. But
And that's where my second question goes.
if you find a woman most times, will hold you like this.
Yeah.
See, she be, they say bone of my bone. you know they hard, they go hard. Before say once you don't like that, put head on top this thing. You don't they
Which thing?
and that's it. You know where you put head. Don't be me go tell you where you put head. But once you just at that relaxed position,
Yeah.
again speaking out, it's not an issue. And another thing, how we speak out sometimes is many people don't take it serious as speaking out.
Mm.
We've been taught before now, like I was saying, to be very stoic about your emotions and your feelings. Say, Baba, if you dey press it for chest, lock up, handle am, na man you be.
Yeah.
All of us get problems. It no make sense when you go cry to another man about your own problem. That's what we've been taught now.
Yeah.
And imagine you growing up like that, the next person growing up like that. So that's what we know. That's pretty much everything we know. That's why that whole idea of speaking up has always felt like, but now women they. But if you go men's meeting, where only men did that here, I don't know that you see they do that. He go here, he say,
No,
they talk.
okay. No, I don't. That one is not really speaking up. I think it's more. I think it's.
them that.
I kind of feel it's more about
Eh.
being vulnerable. I
Mm.
think the major, which I have really not, is something that has been in my head, but somehow I've not really, like it has been in plain sight,
Mm-hmm.
but somehow I've not like pinpointed. Oh, but then it's just like, oh, when I kind of figured it out, it was like, oh, actually that's like it, which is like whenever they talk about male loneliness, somehow it circles around women.
And life now, our whole life. So let's not wind
No,
ourselves. Oh.
of course that
This whole life circle around women. Oh. They like see deny that you want. This life now. So, but I get what you mean by
yeah,
it circling around women. Again, it still goes back to what we know, what we've been taught. Baba, just once they talk about vulnerability,
yeah.
woman gets involved.
Why does
Now
woman have
waiting then,
to?
no be it's not. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's how we've been taught. But men still right. Men they try to. Those of
Yeah.
us where they try break out, they try that.
Yeah.
But it's just the way we are, maybe opening up. It's not the way you expect us to open up.
Wait, okay. Because my question is more like, when we say we are okay, because
Well,
to me,
as you cry, you like just deal, like just dey cry.
cry when I just day.
Yeah, son, you just remember something, you just pain, you just have to cry.
I don't just day they cry now. I can't remember, to be honest.
You see, say you did toxic. He don't say as he be he dey at the judge me says that he toxic.
Me, I don't dey judge. No, I think basically, right, for me is like, because as you said, maybe
Mm.
like, I think it's unfair to women that whenever they talk about vulnerability and male loneliness, because if you look online, you go online, most times when people talk about male loneliness, always like, I've been trying to date women, I'm undateable, I'm undisable, and all of that, all of that, all of that. Basically, we tie male loneliness to just be
But
intertwined
but
with
wait now,
women.
wait, calm down first.
That's why I don't know.
The person wey dey cry na him own problem. Again, like you know how they always talk the same. Online is not
No, of
it's not
course.
real life.
Yeah, okay. Yes,
Agendas are
online
there.
is not real life, but a lot of us, like, we won't say that some things that are online are not
But
factual or
another
something.
thing again is that why that thing is predominant is where men most times get their sense of value or worth from.
True.
uh Not there. Now I say, oh, I've been able to find a partner. I've been able to build this. I've been able to build that. So your sense of worth already. No, they tied to say you and your man.
So it's
They
more
go
like
watch Arsenal
societal
together.
conditioning.
Now again, now back to now waiting they don't teach us with that say. So again, now things are breaking out a little bit. Guys have small spaces where they do their thing, but that's what your value is coming from. Say, oh, at this age, I suppose don't get bib. I suppose don't get this. I suppose don't get that. That's what you've been taught to do. So the
Mm.
moment you don't talk to one or two people, one or two babes, issues don't they to open up again. You can see say you go the hard. You go the moment maybe person don't slide you issues done dey to open up the moment you no feel like say I dey water issues don dey and usually right apart from maybe with on the money side which
Mm.
still ties back to women somehow you know because na woman sometimes go make you know say you no get money
Yeah.
you fit dey alright o
Man, the
no
oppressed man
but
pass.
no that one sure na man dey
Exactly,
oppress
man, the
man
oppressed
but
man
you
pass.
know say as that guy dey come
Eh,
I no suppose near there
why you not supposed
you
near
know
that?
you know
My
you
question is
know
now, why you not
you
supposed
know
near
you
that? Like,
know
basically,
baba you know.
we dey fuck
No,
ourselves up
you
or
know, you
something.
no do anything.
Oh.
You know, you supposed to say.
So, but okay, but question, why the thing? Why you concern me?
Oh yeah, now go there. When they do you now, you can't tell me say they oppress you.
Na man do man na.
No, but na man they do man normally. But then it's just where we get our value from, where we get that sense of appreciation from most times is, and then how guys express their own. I deal with you. Some most times is not the way you would expect it to be. Me, I'm not a very what's the word? I know they show emotions like that. Only anger. My anger they show where.
That's not emotion.
No, na the one way they show now. Oh, and my happiness. Those two they show where if I did happy, you go know. If I did angry, you know. But if you come to me and tell me, oh, I lost this or this happened,
Mm.
most times I really don't know what to do.
And I think that's okay, to be honest.
I mean, I know they lie
Because
to say
because
God day.
no,
I know
no, I think, to be honest, I think maybe we, you know that most times I feel like maybe we've been raised to avoid awkward silences, to avoid or to not know what to do. And sometimes that I feel like that can be toxic in a way.
Mm.
You get like it's I feel like not like feel like some I'm beginning to realize that sometimes it's okay to like if you're having conversation and then and everywhere there's that awkward silence. It's okay if you
My mom just stay quiet.
just stay like that,
Just
you know.
dey. I tell you the gist of this aside. When we dey my other house, no say get one face me, I face me dey the back now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad I don't tell you this story before that.
Yeah, I don't
When I
know.
come out for, I did try to clean my window. I open window. I see one boy in the toilet. He no close the door. Normally, na me go there. Na me go feel somehow that I look and him look me. I look and him look. I talk for look at for like a minute. I can't wave. I just think as well. If I live like this, na me go leave as. Na me go leave as the awkward
The word
person.
person with the shit.
But I look and look.
Up,
Guy.
you wave up.
Okay, but weave out. The guy lock the door. Let me open for. I got the
Maybe I go prefer. I pretend like that. I don't
he
see
see me
you.
when me and I know say he see me. I don't want to see each other. Man. Anyway, so back to the gist, right? Another thing I know is that maybe maybe for a lot of us, right, the coping mechanisms we have with some of these things are not the usuals. I feel like the solution to this whole loneliness thing, first of all, is not even about women. Leave women one side; they have their own problems.
Mm,
It's about we men,
mm.
how we relate with each other.
Can you really?
That's why I started by saying I'm very guilty of a lot of things. Even though I will get your back, but then my sarcastic part go first come out first. Say, hey, now I don't know the depth of what you they go through, but I don't already start with sarcasm. For example, if you can do more damage, you get that. Hey, you know say if you at that moment you feel no read them as sarcasm, except say you be person where you're like say this thing. Or after that time, take am personal, and then we still get the conversation. But if you're a person way, maybe I don't know very well, which is most times I avoid those situations. Exactly, avoid them. But if a person just say, I don't know the depth of what that's particular, and then I start with sarcasm, it might now affect you in a negative way because maybe you were already struggling opening. But apart from that part, I'm very open to having those conversations, and I feel no help you. Disclaimer.
I think that's one thing I think we as men we might not get right because most times it feels like whenever we reach out is at the point when you don't already
Mm.
hook us for neck, and and when you get to that point, the other person might feel a bit more disappointed because it's like it would. I feel like this hooking us for neck is more like okay I need assistance, which most times some person if they meet for the assistance, if you don't get anything
Person
for
they
help.
go 3-1, they
If
go.
they
Yeah.
exactly and it's like because then let's say because I feel like this is where the whole speak out thing comes on
Mm.
because a lot of the time when they talk about speaking up, most of the conversation circles around the last time when I speak up, she used it against me.
Land life.
No doubt. I'm like,
Mm.
of course, there are people that are
Yeah.
like that, but the speaking up or being vulnerable shouldn't be a thing that should circle around women because
Mm.
when it does, I was just when I was reading through some stuff and it said most times what men we create what is it called? Forgotten the word.
Friendships.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we kind
Mm.
of create friendship. We create friendship around activities instead of around emotions,
Emotion.
which the around activity now feature be Man U, Chelsea, and when we
Baba na
come,
big emotions with that. Now you
of
the
course,
underrate
sorry, of course, no, that place not big, but
eh.
then it really know they pass like that because once the conversation don't pass, transfer news
No,
after
but then
Chelsea and stuff like
but
that.
then it goes a long way.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
example,
okay.
on Thursday now,
Mm-hmm.
that's why even before now, when I couldn't play football, it affected me in a different way. I didn't
Yeah,
realize.
okay.
Even I never the player, but just being away from that, you have a tough week, right? Maybe now just again, maybe now the way most of us know how to bond with that. Maybe now just either way till they
Yeah,
don't teach us or and I just the society find ourselves in. Where we say, me, I know say you too feel they go through your own. So we don't already two of us know now unspoken rule. We know say no point to cry and they cry for each other. More just find something we fit two of us cry or laugh together towards we go help us. So we default to Nigeria or my or one woman who they complain about. No, but it has its place, right? It just has its place. Where okay, if you're in that circle, for the only thing is like it doesn't solve the problem all the time. It's like a temporary fix.
Wait, one
Eh.
question. Why are we always looking at solving problems? Sometimes I feel like sometimes maybe what I feel like women should do most often is basically at some point just tell your problem to someone without wanting them to solve that problem.
Mm,
It might just be because most times that's what most men do whenever they talk to women or stuff like that. Because first, you know that she's not going to solve your problem.
but they know what
But
made solve am.
yeah, of course, they don't want you
Eh,
to. So, but at that point, they just want you to listen. I think that's
mm.
why most men, when women tell them about their issues, they're always looking at trying to solve the problem. Sometimes she doesn't want you to solve the problem. Sometimes she just wants you to listen to the problem and see.
I know what talk with you.
No, of course, sometimes she just wants you to
No, I
listen.
feel you.
Sometimes you just listen. And when I say listen, not be there. I'm not
I know
saying
you listen carefully
actual
and then what?
listening.
When you listen because you say
Eh?
because when you got
You
that,
just
yeah.
sympathize with that. Nah. Like,
God
be
is
your
God is your
that's
strength.
the problem. No, you don't have to do that. You know,
All is well.
let's say, let's say, let's say she's complaining about this phone. Of
Mm.
course, the problem is not for you to fix the phone. The problem is for you to follow and complain about the phone. Like, oh, this is my phone. And I say, what kind of stupid phone is that? Just see, you don't have to solve the problem.
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
But that one na something where you guys learn. You don't get experience you don't learn.
Uh,
No. Usually the default man's mind is there's an issue. How I go fix it? Whether I sabi fix it or not, now how I go fix it? That's why you do house now. Something they do quick. 300 people go pass it, no worry. But you they look that thing, you they do like
depends on the kind of person where you be. Sha.
no, if it not be this one, if it
No,
be another, you
yeah, I
just dey
get
look
you. I
and say,
get you.
but this one they have bigger problem. This one will fix, one fix that.
And
So
they easily distracted by all those small sports. That's good
nah.
to
So when person come to tell you about something where if you fix most times now
Mm,
the default solution.
mm.
Well, I feel you, sure. I feel you. I think it's hard to just listen to someone without that feeling of wanting to do it or say something in return. Just listen. Just allow me rant. Just listen.
And sometimes if you just wish when she tell you finish, just say, "Can I hug you?" If she needs it, or if you, not even she, but of course you can't
That
do
na gaslighting.
how.
Then explain problem to you.
Okay,
You want hug.
okay, can, can be a shoulder to cry on. Yeah.
the last show that we they cry. No, I feel you, Sha. I feel you. I think just the main thing is by default, right? Both everybody, I don't know everybody, but male and female by default, the large majority
Mm,
express things very differently.
differently, yeah.
There are some outliers and people that have learned how to blend, right? So I think it's just the default. That's why you would find out that two guys would be very tight G's, but I don't really know. Like they respect each other total.
Yeah.
Then they even but how far they go there around to the
Yeah.
maybe not at the point of going to each other's house,
Mm,
but then they link up on a regular
yeah.
and they don't know much about each other.
I feel like now where the whole loneliness thing they actually come from.
No, just maybe now how we don't deal,
We've
we
been
don't
raised,
so
I
you take a
agree.
lot of conscious effort to first of all not even be the one to listen. To listen at the second part. Because if all of us did, they wait for
Who go
who
talk
go
first?
talk. We don't okay, all of us did now. We did 10 guys, and all
Mm.
of us don't get listening ears. Nobody nobody agree open up.
No, actually, I totally agree. Even like I totally agree because maybe we have been actually raised. Most times how will I put it now? Like growing up is always that man not the cry, don't cry. Yeah,
Mm.
man, you need to be
But why man go dey crash out?
well. You need to, you need to. But
Be
then all
like
those,
you
all
ain't want
those,
cry, it's like lock up.
all those restrictions. No, they are not really on the women. I think that's why most
Women get
times.
their own issues though.
No, of course, no. I'm
Mm.
this time. This is like
Yeah, for
focusing
this
on
one,
men.
okay.
Yes. So at this point now, it's not. It's now. Most times we now attribute being vulnerable and all of those things to be feminine traits and stuff.
Mm.
So now I feel like that's what now make most men, when it's time for them to be vulnerable, the only thing they can relate vulnerability to is relying on a woman
Mm.
to help them with that, because it's like I know if I can't stay and go and tell my man, I say my man, can't tell and go and stay my fellow guy say more life just tough, because as you said, most like person can't tell me life tough. I'm in my head, I'm like, hope say you don't make money they come talk to me. Because to be honest,
Aye,
it would be very difficult for me to just say, hey, well, life just tough. I say, well, because to be thinking about it right now, I don't even know how I want to
I
respond to
go
that.
tell but you go do two things.
What do you mean that?
Either I go tell her all is well, that's so life, or you go find way we go out tough in tough.
Yeah, you could tell
You
I'm a
go tell her
tougher
your
story.
hair. Because the third option I say you guys help up. You guys give
What if you
us
tell a story where you say you don't fit help him?
but why you go
Eh,
now why the other two options come with that? The first is I want to tell you the story. Can you help or not? Now your first listen.
mm,
If you help, you go straight. Okay, I'll go yourself. That one this simple. When you know if you help, that where complication they start. Now you play the other two. Either you go back to the divine spirit, the divine power. Say, my brother, that God deal, God deal. You don't you self they
I think
try.
sometimes even
Yeah,
that is enough. It's like listening ears and
yeah.
stuff. When say like I think it's something that even we as guys, like it's
Mm.
something we even start normalizing. Like, but I think because most of course abuse they always do for this kind of thing. Your guy is okay because he get listening. Yeah, I get this guy with single listening to me. Then he come beg him money. And it's not like that. You probably say the guys no go want listening to you again
Yeah,
because
yeah.
when they don't listen, when they don't listen
They'll
finish.
tag you. That guy they always complain. Mr. Vulnerable. I give you nickname. Explainer. No, but it's true, Sha. That, hey, we have a long way to go on a lot of things. I mean, we've made a lot of progress,
I think we have.
but it's not easy. It doesn't count default. Again, as long as we keep judging our value based on certain things, it would still be like this. The definition of strength, definition of a man these days, like when you go back to where you asked me, is
Mhm.
nine be provider, nine the do everything,
True,
nine
true.
the
At
he
least
got
in the
it
society
covered.
that we
Eh.
live in
He
today.
got it covered. Now real man be that.
Mm.
No the talk. Once you tell him one thing, don't knock you solution. No
Funny enough,
the
I saw one sneak peek of video. I don't know who posted that stuff. Say, does your value tie to your bank account as a man?
you see and you get
Like,
value enough you afford.
eh?
You won't get value enough you afford.
Yes, it was, to be honest, that's the reality of the world we live in.
Mm.
To be honest, because even if you go village meeting now, you don't get money. If you seen everybody with it, they'll tell you to shut up.
What you want to talk? You
You
didn't
want
really
do?
not get what you want to contribute. Okay,
Okay,
you don't bring suggestions. Ah, they cause it.
okay.
I
How do we
do
implement?
it. I say, I was here for the idea. No, you're right. You're right. It's a tough life. Man, life no easy. Man, life no easy, but we just have to make the most of it. I'm not saying you should just start crying and wailing every time something happens, right?
Vulnerabilities. I think maybe that the thing be that we are
No,
tying
now when you hear you
vulnerability to
take care.
Takarai
So
now.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you should just roll on the floor. No, but
That's
if
stupid.
you
Anybody self we just did they roll on the floor. You supposed to see something must be wrong with that. To be honest though.
no, if you dey do skit,
Okay, say that's it
you got to as a reality.
maker.
But again, the idea here is that in those small spaces we have, we don't it doesn't have to be a loud thing. It doesn't have to. I feel like that's where associations come in, these
Yeah.
groups come in. See, again, like I was saying before, to listen no hard. Because if you sit down there quiet, you know they actually listen, but the
Mm,
person didn't say they listen. That one no hard. And if you know intend to help, if you allow the person talk, waiting one talk finish, you give a template answer.
mm,
But the work there is to open up first.
yeah.
Even if it takes if we dey group like that where they banter each other, it takes
Mm,
one when something serious happen and you talk, we feel banter, it, but we know say
yeah.
na serious something we go say. And men are very good at rallying around each other when need be.
The funny thing is that yes, I agree because
Mm.
most times when um sometimes at least stories I've heard, like during weddings now, most
Mm.
men are like, okay, my our guy they do wedding, no,
Yes, now
next thing,
ASAP, you don't know.
things don't
I mean,
set.
are very good at it.
Yeah,
When need be,
when
they fit put out
need
turn
be.
up for you when need be.
Mm.
But then if they know no sinners, you have to go the extra mile to let them know say,
Mm.
about this thing serious.
I
Before
have
they do
one
like that.
very is a scientific question. I'll
Mm.
say, do you think that what we've grown up to know was, or is, okay, let me just say was, um, a survival mechanism
Like in the aspect of what we're
in the
talking about.
aspect of men not crying,
Me,
men trying to be men and
like
stuff
I
like that.
always, this is me personally. I
It's
don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's an amazing thing.
no when you say it's not a bad, no, I'm not saying whether it's bad or good. 'Cause
Okay.
what I'm trying to relate it to right now was because most times what we as humans, sometimes what we develop might have been something for survival. Like,
Mm.
for
Yeah,
like a
but we
very,
see
very
the
long time.
survivors still dey till today now.
No,
So
of course. I mean, like survival has shifted
okay, what
to
it takes to
what it
survive
takes. These
or
days now,
survive.
we're not. We know it's not survival of the fittest. Where we say the strongest man.
Ew.
Okay, okay. Not survival of fittest in that
Yeah.
sense of
Eh,
you dey bush. Like if you see
eh,
food now, who kill each other go collect the food. Technically, it's still like
it's
that.
still like that.
No, that's basically what I mean.
Okay.
That's basically what I because even right now, sir, survival
Mm,
like that's this survival that this particular survival has been more like survival of the smartest or survival of person will get the
I
OT
will get
first.
OT first there. We'll get OT.
That kind of thing. So
Yeah,
uh,
I don't know if it's a survivor thing because, like we explained, survivor always there. But maybe it was just a maybe we're at the point of wherever gender roles been start from.
mm,
You just start that we just be okay like when I say it be, and I say it be, and I say it be, and then generation to generation, it just kept passing on like that. And then when the whole masses, everybody,
yeah.
they expect a certain thing, you no get choice now. Your papa will teach you, no get choice now. Waiting in no. Even your mama will the scope you say lock up.
Yeah.
If I help him,
What just came to my mind is what if all of this was just a one time thing and then that escalated? Like that is it monkey story I've been astounded that they keep if they keep four monkeys in a room and stuff
mm,
like that and they put like a ladder and put like a banana and then one monkey tries to climb up. I don't know if you heard that this thing before. So okay, it's like is basically how we pass down maybe culture and some of all these things based on we don't really know the reason why some of these things were put in place. We just know say our father obeyed this law, I have to obey it, and my children
mm,
after me. That kind of thing. So it was like is it a thought experiment or stuff or an actual experiment? I don't know. Like they put four monkeys in a place, right? And then put a banana that's hanging from somewhere. When one of the monkeys tries to climb the banana, they pour water on them. So basically,
so
they now
over time,
attributed climbing that place to, so
nobody
nobody's
go
going to
bother again.
exactly. So when they remove one monkey and they put another one, and that one is like waiting they happen. If that one
People
wants to
can
go,
try. They'll
even
come.
go on try, they will come beat them. Like you don't know why they beat them, but in don't attribute say climbing this thing
About the
and beating.
bad. Yeah.
Next thing they go do until they change. They remove all of the first generation of the
Mm,
monkeys. Now the second generation, maybe one person, the first person, if you don't know, say now because he try this, or maybe he might have experienced it, or maybe not. But then he just knows that we are not supposed to climb there.
over
Why we
time,
are not climbing there,
nobody know
nobody
why, but you
knows.
just know
But I
say,
just know, say,
and
mm,
the gods
exactly.
have told you
You
not
know,
to climb.
you know.
But no, it could be, it could be. Again, now society, a lot of the things we would they practice today, now so that it's passed on down
Yeah.
to us. We don't know.
Why?
It takes a lot to ask questions. Why?
It does actually.
And then a lot of people don't even want to ask that why.
Mm.
You could cut across work. You could cut across why 9 to 5. Why not
I know
12 to
seven to
6
two.
or 7 to why not? You know, a lot of questions where you go ask me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, if you actually ask the question, you find out say
You might find
either
out.
there's a good reason
Mm.
why or You know, just something where but everybody do, I'm just do.
No,
Am.
just
Eh,
do.
so I hear one stupid thing say, if you really think about it, there's no reason why the alphabets are
I
organized.
saw that shit. There's no reason.
Yeah, and the more you think about it, the more you think about it, the
Yeah.
more it makes
Hey,
sense
boy, it makes
why
sense.
there's no reason why it should be organized. But we just know that after A
It's B.
is B. Why? Nobody knows. So it's one of those. It's one of those. Again, I think it's still on us to make those conscious efforts here. First things first. Know your circle. Like
Yeah, I think that's
yeah,
one
know your
big
circle.
thing.
If you not get circle, find way create that circle.
I think that's why I find it weird that somebody that's not within my circle per se. There are people that are kind of in your circle, but
Mm.
not in so kind of in your circle, say, if but it's not like in your main circle and stuff. But that's what I'm saying. And I feel I kind of find it weird when someone that is really not in my circle comes to ask me for something that
But you if you dey in circle,
oh, yeah, maybe I don't know,
you dey in
sir.
circle.
Valid point. The
And
way
if you don't
person
draw big circle, you dey sir. You dey draw small circle. You don't draw big one, put everybody inside.
I- makes sense.
The
Actually
only thing
does.
I say,
You're right,
most
Sean.
dey carry our circle, dey confirm circle. Man no dey your circle, but you no dey my
You
circle.
know, say I
You call
did
dey
my
surprise say I no invite you for my wedding. I didn't know if it's that kind thing. Kind of surprise say but you move, you no tell me. Sorry,
second.
I told the people that I my circle. So na the life be that.
There's not really related. There's this stuff I
Mm.
saw online is 6 degree of separation. Say it would take us only 6 connections to meet to have a direct contact with somebody all over somewhere in the world that you don't know.
Mm.
I don't know if you've heard that stuff before.
I've seen an experiment that say
Yeah.
anybody don't know before the guy has two people.
So it's more like I don't know. Um who would I put? I don't
Elon,
okay. Let me
think
use
big
Elon.
Elon.
Like it just take you only 6 connections to get direct
Yeah,
contact
to
with
Elon.
Elon.
Man, I would
So
no person, no person.
yeah, of course now if
See how.
you like if
So imagine that say I won't
of
connect
course
it
it's
to.
not going to be random.
Imagine say I won't connect it to Elon now. You
Mm.
call it cry. Yeah.
But-
Yeah, you think am. Just think am. So we just do like this. I wear suit, business meeting. What do that? Just man, I'm having a tough day.
Mm.
First, I'll tell you, lock up, man. Just rub it in. It's 100 cents, man. Let's get this deal done. Because it's not really about the deal. I really feel bad.
Now you do overthink am. I beg, please. When they say vulnerability, let me come out and tell people I will shame you. Please don't. I will shame you.
Oh, final thoughts, I beg.
Yeah. I think one thing you said that resonates very well with me is one the circle you mentioned and actual having proper brotherhood around some of
Mm.
these things. Do you think it will make sense for to have like a circle, like an only men group circle per se, where people actually come and talk about their
I'm sure there are some today, but
yeah, I
again,
agree.
it quickly goes from emotional issues, vulnerability to
I think
let's
that's
chase the bag, man. You know they hard. I know they hard now. You go one person go just say, but why would you just dey call you every week? Every week they talk about emotions. There's one new deal, man. And then before you know, it don't evolve. But then I think that's the place of like football teams and all those things. As much as it looks light to the general person looking at it,
mm.
those things go a long way,
Yeah, it does actually.
right? It goes a long way. In our own, you know how we
Connections.
rallied around certain person when he had his issues.
Okay, yeah.
It goes a long way.
Mm.
It takes sometimes it's not. It might not be a direct help, but just hearing on Thursdays, for example, the gist or the gist after that. You hear what things some other people they do, hear what things they go through, hear some of the issues where they face. You know, if you know be we know they talk am from an emotional POV, but then a conversation will just happen without judgment. Nobody judge anybody. Why? Because everything where you if you do, I feel do am. All of us they. You understand?
Okay.
And it's easier to navigate those spaces when you know say this thing why they talk with this person.
Yeah.
No go. I know. They tell you now. Say, oh man, I just got this deal, and it's really stressing me out. And you, the plot how you want tap into the deal, or you want
Mm.
make money from me, or you want ask me for money. based on what I don't tell you.
Yeah.
No, we're just there. Everybody knows say, hey, there's a very good level of respect. There's the and we're having this conversation. Yeah, if I'm coming to meet you, I'm not coming to meet you without value on the business side, at least, right? I they come meet you say, hey, me and you get this idea, or I know say they do this thing more run now. But then we can have the conversations about our personal life without that judgment, and we do and we go. You feel good. We're there for 4 5 hours. Drink, they all right. You go. Same thing with bonding over football. One sad thing we no fit do with that. Trauma bonding now. One of the best way to bond. We two of us face the same issue. And they sack you too. Ah, sure, sure, sure. Where they go now? And I'm already decided we did there talk small, just go house. So I think
Yeah.
that's the most important thing there is, hey, even you say where they open up, your intention is not to shift the burden. Should not be to shift the
Should not
burden
be
to
too.
the other
Yeah.
person. Because again, the person feel they go through your own. But if you're expressing yourself, express quickly. Yeah, just stop calm. If it's something you need help, that you actually need help with,
Yeah.
let it be a genuine help. And let it not be something that you are trying to shift the entire burden to this person that is
Somebody else.
listening to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
If it be a balance case, hey, bro, I dey go through this thing. If you anyhow, if you help me, but I know there right now. I get this now,
Yeah.
and you take am gracefully. You know they look say, oh, this person gets 5 billion. You only give me two, or this person get 15 companies,
Yeah.
or hell, this person get enough it. On the babe side, oh, this guy get connect to this babe. We I know,
You know what?
uh, you know, you can say, hey, no, they always say this and say, I believe nobody owes me anything.
Mm.
Whether it's true or not, but I believe what I get. Say, hey, even if I played a big part in your success, you coming back to give me something is your choice. Except say we get
Written agreement.
written agreement. Say yeah, but apart from
Me, I
that,
don't get that belief.
oh,
Oh.
now written I get say na so it be. If you give me, you give me. If you don't give me, now your money, now you get out.
I'm
So
not talking about mainly money per se, but I don't know.
oh, now so me I just so it's just a mindset we should have like when you're in terms of vulnerability. Say, hey, if you don't open up to your guys, even your lady, no open up on killer or
Okay.
him.
Or
Uh,
make the person be the person who go solve your problem
every
and
time you
stuff
get
like that.
issues, you just dey pour, 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 pour.
And sometimes some
Uh,
people just get exhausted because of
yeah,
that.
you just tire now. You go tire.
Yes.
Even me as guy, once I see your message, I no go answer, I no go read them, and I no go feel bad.
You could be like, "Say, this person."
No, I no go feel bad. You get plenty people now for my life where I know say once they shout boss Dean, I just know say I know where the conversation they go. I
I
don't
think
deduct you already
I
before
think
you. Uh,
that's the main
but
problem.
then if you're someone I know that he gives your all to stuff, I know that this guy they genuinely try. When he get issues, I differ him. I mount for you. Say, hey, this guy is having a bad time, family,
Mm.
or sometimes it's not even money thing. He's doing very well though,
Mm.
every aspect of his life, but for some reason he just doesn't feel.
I think let's if we talk about it from that angle, I feel like that's where like it makes sense because now most times because you have like a lot of very successful guys and stuff
Mm,
that all of these things like money no be problem because most times as guys when people start having problems to me we just narrow everything down to money. Now when we narrow all of that down to money is like then you have what if you then you have now have someone that is no money that is their problem but sometimes they just there's this emptiness that they feel and
mm,
they don't know who to talk to about it and
mm.
stuff. So I think for me, take away from all of this is that one is that I know when people talk about open up as a guy, it always feels like that open up means open up to a woman. No, it's like try and get half support system. Support system should not only be women.
What's there be one person now, sir?
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Suppose
supposed to be
yes.
one
Like
person. It may be
most times,
10 women, but
which makes sense.
yeah.
If you be waiting, make Solomon get a lot of support system.
Yes, now that one wise now because once you don't go meet the 700 and with 5,000,
You don't get problem
I
again.
think
No problem.
okay, averagely, this is the decision I have to make.
Yeah. Um, so when it comes to like we being vulnerable, we should not just attribute it to carrying all your problems and laying it on your female, on your lady friend, because it builds up, it can build up a lot of resentment. Like,
Mm.
we should try as guy to create genuine friendship that's not only tied to activities and stuff like that. Right? Sometimes, and
Yeah.
I think that's why it always makes sense to even stick with people within your class.
No,
TJ.
it makes sense that way. Again, because the expectation going into the conversation is different self.
Yeah.
Me, I know say you know they talk this thing
Exactly.
because
You know,
you
there are people
want
that there are things they want to come and tell you first. You
you
know, okay,
know
I
say
know
you know
this
where this
guy.
thing they end. You
Exactly,
know,
exactly,
so
exactly. So
so
I think I agree with that part.
mm,
Sef, where okay, maybe don't just stick with people that are kind of within your class. Because
it
if
it
me
makes
now,
sense if it's within your
yeah,
class.
yeah, if me now start to be person with the highly above me and they try or more, I'm trying to be, that person would definitely think that money I
I
want.
mean, yeah, you go the first day in
And
listen
just
to it.
listen to
Next day
it.
you see come back the come. But Baba, I know if he help you.
So, but then if that person will deal with your class, you understand the level this person
Yeah,
is.
now
You
you say the
literally can just
conversation.
listen to
Eh?
the person because you know, say one, maybe this person just wants to listen, wants to talk and stuff like
Mm.
that. Yeah. So
Anyway, another tip of the week. We not give another tip last week. No tip that last week.
nothing.
Life really
That
tough.
was tough.
Another tip. What do I have? What do I have? I think I'll go with that. Let's build genuine friendship. Let's try
Yeah.
to make intentional efforts to not don't call everybody your friend,
I think
but
that's
the ones
one
where you
word
call your
we
friend
use loosely.
I mean, don't call everybody. I think there was a time we had a very conversation with NSA. I think around
Mm-hmm.
this whole thing, and my stand is still the same thing. Don't call everybody. Everybody's
Don't
not
call
your
it, everybody's
friend.
not your friend.
Yeah, my guy acquaintance. You can have a billion acquaintances, but once you make the conscious decision, say this
Mm-hmm.
guy is my friend, know him,
They know I'm actually.
me know you.
Mm.
You understand? So that hey, friend means something. Maybe now we
I think
say
we've really
yeah,
devalued the word
everybody now
friend. They
wants
say, oh, that guy and my friend, and it's like
what mean surname? Ah,
that's
Maxi Lala.
that's actually that's actually a good one though,
What
because
mean surname? Maxi Lala.
you know you don't even sabi his own name. You
uh,
don't sabi middle name.
you don't know you don't know where he
You don't
from.
even know whether in Papa they alive
You don't
or
know
any of the
nothing.
family
You
members
don't know
alive.
where
You
they
just
stay.
do
You
say
just know say and I thought say
that's
they stay they
that's
around this side. Oh my guy, our friend, we are very good friends. But you don't know shit about them. So
yeah.
my that will be my adulting tip of the week. Take a moment, and reflect. Everybody you call your friend.
Mm.
How much do you know about them? How much do they know about you? And then I reassess that to anybody where you don't know much about. Put down for acquaintance first. Then make the decision if you want to
Yeah.
further that
Because if you
relationship.
even look at it, people that you act like, people, the real term of friend that you know deep, they, feel they might not even be
Yeah, we na handful now. Anybody more look at anybody will be na
genuinely
handful.
actually just handful.
Again, it's fine.
No,
In fact, that's how it should
that's no
be.
technically that's, of course, see, if you suppose is if possible 1,000 people supposed to be your contact list, which you know say, oh yes, I be this person for X, and it's totally fine. Most
Mm,
people just know people and they help you because of
yeah.
just simple, you know. And that's how you even create good. And I would say the people are good in some cases. Not
I
just
mean, no, we have good people.
we
We
have
have
good
good people. We
people.
have bad people. We have people who do good things. We have people who do bad things.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. If you hear everybody's story, you go
Side this on a
something.
side note, there was one see, shout out to the guy. The guy and a very correct guy.
That's me.
He's not this one. So I mean they traveled to go see my babe that year.
Mm.
This was way back. I was, we doing interstate travel and stuff.
Import export. Now you did import.
Alright, now we dey import oh. Unfortunately, I got to the place very late, 12 p.m.
Mm.
That and the place I need to go was still like 2 hours away from. I entered a public bus. Entered the public. I mean, was it ABC? I don't forget. So their terminal for where they go, the
Mm.
place where the babe they was still like 2 hours away, and this was 12
Ah.
midnight or more. And that's but I just did bus like this. I tell the guy. I don't even, the guy go ask me Alpha, where they go. I tell him, say almost, he say say you know if you see boss here by this time, but you guys be for morning. I never sabi this guy from Jackson, but I was like, I make him go my house now. say, you go fit give me where I go like that. And that could be a point where I'll be kidnapped.
Or slept with.
It's supposed to
Yeah.
Hey, Mama, give me place where I stay lie down. I don't even do that give me chat. Okay, I don't even do that give me. I don't forget. I just
Mm.
man, I did down like I get please lie down next morning. Thank the guy. I have his number tonight. We've not talked anything
Yeah,
beyond
no,
like
they are nice people. People are willing to
know.
help, but again, people
Yeah,
just get
no,
scared
we
of.
no, of course, because to be
Yeah,
honest, the world we live in is a very
what is a
terrible
very
place.
terrible
It's
place?
really a terrible
Let's
place.
not paint it
No,
in. It's a
like
terrible
it's
place,
a
but
terrible place.
a
To
good
be honest,
city, no be.
yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys for
Thank you
listening to
for
this
listening
episode.
to
Like, subscribe, share, drop comments. Which of us talk nonsense? Just tell us. I know so
yeah,
one of us talk
yeah.
nonsense, but it's not me. But that's not the point. What else? Nothing else, I
Nothing.
will.
Yep.
All right, see you next episode. Peace.